Welcome to the definitive guide on how you should be using Facebook ads with Google and TikTok and YouTube and email. We don't live in a single channel environment anymore, and your best business effort should absolutely take into account multiple opportunities. Let's face it, Facebook is an intent creation device. It can be the entire funnel. You can absolutely run your entire marketing effort with one Facebook ad account targeting broad, and it'll do prospecting, it'll do retargeting, it'll do retention, because that's how Facebook works. But if you want to begin to amplify that, it might be time to bring in some other channels. So let's dive deep into that. I'm super excited. Now, first, before we go into it, I just want to say thank you very much for being here. You could be literally anywhere on the internet, and I really appreciate it. And if you want more help and there's anything else I can do for you, please feel free to subscribe to this, comment below, ask questions, and go to links.facebookdisruptor.com for a bunch more resources. Let's go. So, starting off with it, Google and email. Now, these are what we call demand and inventory based platforms. Basically meaning these are platforms where you should have a fairly consistent click-through rate and open rate and have a very good idea of how your audience is going to behave because you've already curated that audience. They've already opted in to an experience with you. These are also much more profitable, relatively speaking, properties to begin to advertise on. Now, while you can get 10x, 20, 30x ROAS, for instance, on Google, and while you can generate thousands of dollars a day on email for effectively almost no cost, there is an inherent downside to these in that what they do is take advantage of inventory and demand you've already established. Now, this is a really big deal because basically it means you can't grow your business purely by emailing the people that already gave you their email address because you're going to run out of people. Growing your business means that you continue to add more people to that email list. Now, you can just run organically and make that happen, and that's fine. And search is the people that already know about your business or product that are looking for you or something like it, and you're able to capitalize on that intent. Again, great, but not a scalable solution. Not nearly in the same way that Facebook works, which is why Facebook is the third leg of basically every successful business's foundation, right? We have Google search, which is also Bing search or whatever else. We have email, absolutely massively important pieces. And we have Facebook, which creates intent at scale. Now, what Google, well, in this case, search and email does is it takes the opportunity to monetize the attention, the inventory for the CRM list that you have, and to take advantage of the demand that you've already created. This should be in your wheelhouse right now. I would highly recommend that if you are not running emails and you are not running search, that you change that today. The amount of opportunity that you are leaving on the table could be crippling. Let me put it to you this way. Facebook is the thing that turns up the volume on the rest of your business. But Facebook also has the worst exchange rate of these three available choices for making money. It is quite often said, very accurately so, that if you are breaking even on Facebook, you are making a lot of money. And if breaking even on Facebook doesn't make you money, it means that you don't have email and search down in a way that you should. So my point here is the reason that we have these channels is because these are the I've earned your attention, I've earned your trust, I've earned your interest, and now I want to have an ongoing relationship with you type channels. So the way that we use Facebook alongside of search and email is we want to make sure that we are using it to amplify the opportunity that search and email bring to the table. Now, this isn't to say that Facebook shouldn't also be bringing in business. It absolutely should. But there is a relationship. When you do heavy retargeting on Facebook, that's actually stealing money from search and from email revenue places that could be driven by those channels. When instead you're doing broad on Facebook, which again does retargeting and again does retention because the ads do the targeting. Broad is literally the only audience you need. There's plenty of videos I have about that to explain it. There are many blogs on my site to explain that. And if anybody disagrees with that, they're objectively wrong. Sky is blue, fire is hot. Broad does retargeting. But the point here is when you start to go broad, you will see more people sign up for emails at a faster rate on your site because you are reaching more people. So you're getting more people to come to your store. You're getting more of that just organically. People are out there and knowing that you exist. You're also going to see more search. So what Facebook is doing is providing an incremental lift to these other channels. And that's really what Facebook advertising is about. Facebook advertising is about providing incremental lift to the rest of your business. It's not about being the sole source of revenue. It's about taking what makes money and turning the volume up on it. That is how you use Facebook in line with platforms like Google and Bing and Klaviyo or any other email client that you're using. That's how you get it done.